Hey guys, welcome back to the Gamers Vault, and I'm your host, James. Uh, it's been a bit. The only reason why, I figured I'd give you guys an explanation. I've been so busy. My whole desk here, what I usually do the streaming on, is getting redone. I'm actually building a brand new desk, and that's going to be coming up in a future video. So I've been a week or two back behind because of that video, because I've been working on the desk. I told you guys that I was going to make some changes to the back here, and that's going to happen really soon. So you're going to start seeing this whole thing change out. But I had to get a video out. I said to myself, I got to get something out. I can't leave you guys with nothing. I've been seeing so many of you guys reaching out to me about my past videos, so I appreciate you guys talking, asking questions. I love answering questions about the videos I've done in the past. So feel free to leave comments, talk to me, everything else. A lot of things have happened so far, but I wanted to go ahead and tell you something really quick. This video, as you can see from the title, is replacing the Pro Controller to make it look a little bit more retro. And you know I love retro, so that's what I'm going to be doing in the Vault today. But I wanted to talk to you about a little bit about next videos coming up. So we got a sponsored video coming up really soon on the Nintendo Switch. Again, it's not from Nintendo, so no Nintendo, but it is a video I definitely want you guys to check it out because it will help most of you guys who have issues with the Switch. So I'm really excited to show you that. The next one after that is going to be some of the games that have been coming out. One I want to talk about is the Sega Mini. I'm so happy. They announced the 20 games out of the 40 they're going to be giving us. I believe it's 40. I don't know. I think it's 40. By the way, they announced 20 powerful, top shelf games that I'm so happy to see. Including one of my favorites, Castlevania Bloodlines. I own the physical copy, but to have it on the small retro consoles, I have so many of them. I'm like collecting them, like collecting Pokemon at this point. So it's so exciting to see all this coming out for us. I'm so happy. And then today I found out Persona 5 Royals coming out. I do have Persona 5 for the actual PS4, but I hear they're going to be making it for the Switch, so I'm going to enjoy having that on the go. I'm going to have to fight my girl for it because she's going to want to have it herself. So yeah, when you have someone who has more than one Switch in a household, it gets really difficult real soon. But I want to bring it back to retro a little bit. I want to do a retrospective. So I want to talk about one of my favorite games. They just announced that they're giving us a part 2 to the game. It's been so long for it. First game that I had when, I had late into the game. I really didn't have it until much later in life. Was Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. So this game actually is pretty cool. I'm not going to show you the back of it because it does have my key code, but yeah. And it's all complete. I don't collect PC games, but certain games from my childhood I do collect, and it's complete. So I'm excited about this one, but this is not the game I want to talk about. This is not the retrospective I want to go into. The one I really want to go into is when I first started living on my own. I left my dad, not left my dad, but I moved out of my dad's house, and I came out to where I live out now, and I was by myself for the first time. And I had a small job at Circuit City. How old those days are. Look how old that building looks. I mean, wow. Anyway, so the game that came out during that time is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. My favorite game of the series. It is phenomenal. This one is also complete in box. I was so happy. I mean, I got rid of my copy a long time ago, but I got a great deal from a thrift store to get this game, and I had to pick it up. You guys probably seen it several times sitting in the back here with all my other games. I do have some. I got Phantasmagoria on one of the sides, and I got Harvester on another. So Harvester, by the way, is complete in box and sealed, so I don't open that. But we'll get to that game probably much later. It's a little crazy, that one. But this is the one I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about it now, but I'm going to do a whole video on it, the history about it, history about the company who made it, called Troika Studios. I think it's Troika Game Studios, about them and how the game came to be and how the fans keep it alive since that time. And with the announcement of Bloodlines 2 coming out, I mean, yes, here you go. Take my money, White Wolf. I mean, this is fantastic. Let's go ahead and do this. Either way, guys, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I know you guys have been waiting for this video. So why don't you guys join me and enjoy the Switch replacement. Maybe? Alright, everybody. Anyway, so like I was saying, I got my Pro Controller here. Now, Nintendo did a great job. See-through black, whatever. Now, I just wish they came with different renditions of the controller. They really don't. Anything they came with is just different colors for this and this. I don't care about that. I really don't. I want it to look somewhat retro because, as you guys know, I love retro. So, what are we doing? So we're going to go ahead and use this case. Now this case here, I'm going to open up real quick so you guys can see it. This case here is a Super Nintendo-like controller. I was trying to get the Famicom buttons, but apparently, sorry, I couldn't do that. So I had to do what is best. So I'll link it below. I got this. I keep dropping this thing. I got this thing here for about $25, $26. I don't know if it's on sale or not, but I got it for very cheap. And the company who make this did a great job with it. So we're gonna go ahead and put it together. Let me get this piece that fell. Okay. Ooh, sorry. All right. So how are we gonna do this? So this gave us a clue. We have to take off the main screws here, and surprisingly enough, I'll show you real quick so you guys can see, they didn't use any tri-wing screwdrivers, which I'm very shocked with Nintendo for doing that, because usually they're quick to put that on. So let me go ahead, I'll do that live, so I have to wait, and we'll do it on camera. Now we need the screws, so please be careful. They're not very long and they're very small. Normally, I've seen a lot of people take these off and just replace the feet. I'm not going to do that, obviously. But if you're going to do something, you want to do it right. Put that here for now, like this. So, that's how it looks on the inside. So, what are we doing next? There are 4 other screws. There are one here. Let me go real quick. There are one here. There's one on the bottom, here, and here. So let's go ahead and take those off as well. And like I said, surprisingly enough, Nintendo was being fair, and there is just regular Phillips. So, thanks Nintendo for not being kind of jerks this time around. Alright, almost done there. Normally I prepare for these guys. I usually go online and do some research, but no research was done. And it's still working, so I'm just showing you it's not a busted one. So this thing kind of like opens up like a book. Let's see if I can go ahead and do it. Get a good crack on it here. Ooh, sorry. Is there any other screw before I go ahead and take another one? Nope. No screw. Gotta love Nintendo's ingenuity, I tell you. It does crack off, guys. You can do it. Just be careful with your controller. Because I know, I can hear you guys hearing it now, these things are expensive as heck. Especially this thing. I think it's like $80 for this wireless controller. It's plugged into my Switch. Yes, okay. So, just to show you guys, I was trying to take it off and I was reading retarded. So like I said, I usually do research on it. I'm doing this by eyes. So this back piece does come off. Boom. Put that to the side. And no surprise, surprise, there's a battery. Take that off. Okay. Is there any screws? And there are. There's several actually. One here. Let me see. 2 here. So you got 1 here, 2 here, and it looks like there may be. Yep. There's 2 in here. So I'll show you guys so you guys can see it. These are for the feet. These are for the outer shell for here. And then we got the ones that are for the inner shell. I got this controller a long time ago. It's actually been pretty good, and they're right about the battery life. I could charge my Switch like 3 times over, and it still wouldn't be enough. I may be doing some other mods with the Switch controllers. They're made by P&P. Looks like they're licensed by Nintendo to do this stuff. So I got some other stuff I may be doing to them in the future. Anyway, here are the 4 other ones. Again, I'm going to take this off. I think this holds this together, so we're going to go ahead and see if that's the case. It might be it, unless I'm seeing this wrong. No, the screws are correct. Let's go ahead and take this apart. Every time you take something apart that you don't know, guys, slowly, see? That's why I do it slowly. There is a... Ooh, I dropped that twice. So that's actually pretty interesting. Look how that board is. Complete stuff like that. So we're still going to keep these on because we need them. But we're literally going to take this off and put it into here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to bore you with the details. I'm going to take... You know what? No. We're gonna do this together. At least most of it. So, take off. I'm not gonna do the. I've been told that I always stop at the most important things, so I'm not gonna do that on camera. There are several screws that looks like that holds this into place. So I'm gonna show you real quick because I do have to stop. It looks like there's a lot of screws I gotta pull apart. So there's one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. But it looks like I don't need to take those off. Because if you look at it carefully enough, that's what's supposed to be happening. See? So this doesn't get taken apart. We're still going to need this, it looks like. But this over here doesn't need to get pulled apart. We need to take this off and transfer it to here. Luckily enough, I did double check that before I started taking it apart. Which is smart of them, because you know why? Whoever made this, they knew that these are glued in, the dual shocks. We don't want to mess with that. So that's how it's supposed to look, transferred over to here. So to do that, we're gonna go ahead and unhook this screw here. You guys, the things we do for the member berries, I tell you. My fiance was just telling me about that earlier today. She goes, "You and those member berries, I tell you, that stuff is gonna get you in trouble." She's not too far from the truth. All right, so I'm gonna pull this off. As you can see, it's gonna come off in one piece. Thank God, because I'm gonna transfer it over here. See? So because they don't give us another half of that, it's just more of this. So anyway. That to the side. These are the 2 screws that hold it in place. Now we got to transfer this over. Oh, also, those of you guys are wondering, I dropped my screwdriver. Those of you guys are wondering, I'm going to keep the old Nintendo shell. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's still good, and if I ever wanted to change back or do something else with it, I will. Either way, guys, I'm going to transfer this over. I'm not going to bore you with those details, but there are only 2 screws that hold this together. It's this screw and this screw. I'm going to transfer it over, and I'm going to show you what it looks like at the end. So, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back. I did the quick switch over so you guys can see it. As you can see, it comes in pretty nicely. It just sits there. You want to put at least even amount of pressure because you still want that clicky feel that you get with it. But as you can see, the buttons you don't have to fear as far as putting them on backwards or whatever, because they all have their slots. As you can see, I took them out of here, and here is the other shell. Like I said, I'm going to keep this because it's still a good shell. So let's put our switch pro controller back together. Same thing like I said before. Just really quickly, because I can't do it on the camera. It opens up like a book. Thank God I didn't have to put I didn't have to take the other parts off. To be honest with you guys, only because it makes it quite hard. Just like it is being quite hard now. You got to be careful with the ribbon cables when you put them back and anything. It looks like so far since I've worked on the Switch dock as well as now the Pro controller, Nintendo likes to use these flex cables. That's what they're really called. These are flex cables, but they're like as thin as paper. There we go. So you guys can see it. See? It's back together. These flex cables. So they go in like a book, and then you just close it up like this. Just carefully, because you gotta put that tip down. There we go. And then, yeah, we're gonna put our 6 screws back in. So let me go ahead and put this together. You don't have to sit here and watch me just put this together. It's the same thing, backwards, and then we're gonna test it on the Switch. All right, guys. So I'll be right back. So this is how it looks. It came out really nice. This company, as you can see, has several designs that they can have. Green, purple, atomic purple, ice blue, pure white, and then SNES Pro. That's what they call this, the SNES Pro. So does it work? There you go. Just to answer your question, I'm going to go to one of the games. And as you can see, let's get to a game. Let's do Kirby. I love Kirby. So it works perfectly. It works perfectly, just like any of the other controller has. It's fluid. Honestly, it takes the pictures, still goes home. You can do the software update backwards, everything, and it feels nice and sticky. So it was perfect. Let's put it this way. The only thing that you'll see from the old one is the black on here, which I'm not too afraid of. I don't mind that so much, to be completely honest with you. Don't care about that. And, of course, down here. Everything else went in perfect. The other thing I would probably change on this, if I had to, is this to say Nintendo Switch, like the normal one, and then the back would say Nintendo. Unfortunately, you can't do that with this. This is a third-party controller, and Nintendo is really strict with their licensing. But I would recommend this company highly to use for the Switch. The next thing I would recommend, if this company does watch this video, is I love what you did to this. Can you make a housing? I mean, right now I have the Atomic Purple on my Switch, as you guys can see. The Atomic Purple version of it. I would love to have a SNES theme or a NES themed Switch. If someone can show me that that's not crazy expensive. Like I said, it only cost me like, I think this is going for like $30 now. If I'm correct, I may be wrong, but check on my link below. I'll show you. I don't get anything for this, guys. This is just something that I purchased that I thought it would be pretty cool to show all my retro friends. Either way, guys, thank you so much for joining me today in the vault, and I will see you next time. Take care.